The era of silent endurance is over. There comes a time when you have to stand for truth. I have seen and heard enough, and it is time for me to step up. I know you have all been hoping for something or someone to rise and be the catalyst for tangible change. I will no longer stand as a silent witness to all the wrongs I see. I have now heard my calling and answered, and now we must unite to stand for what is right. Our children are the future, but right now their future depends on us being cohesive and standing together despite our differences. These evil forces that lead us are dependent on our division. So let's not give them what they need to survive. Let's make our unity their weakness, and let their weakness become our strength.
Tonight I'm talking to you about myself and the call of duty that I feel towards my country at this present moment in time, and how I've come to this point of starting up a YouTube channel to do this. I'd love to say I didn't have to do this, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way about it. I feel more like I have to do this. So it's not a case of, oh, well, you didn't have to do this. No, unfortunately, I do feel like I had to do this. So it is, to me, it's a call of duty in that sense. Over the last sort of 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, year, I've been watching what's going on. Been listening to what's going on, even though I've had my own dilemmas in my life that have been very distracting from everything to do with normal day life. I've still kept in touch with what's going on, and it got to about 3 months ago, and I just started getting this real sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, a pull. I started getting a pull towards starting a YouTube channel, attending the rallies, listening to what other people have got to say, turning away from the mainstream media. I guess you could say, in some people would say, some people, not all people, some people would say that I've somehow unplugged myself from the system, if you like, and I'm starting to see things with a clarity that I've never really seen before. And so I've been feeling this pull towards starting this YouTube channel, and ultimately the goal of it is to spread love and unity and peace and harmony. It's not to continue spreading division between people. Now, we've got enough division. We don't need any more division, and that's something I'm going to come on to in a little while. So honestly, truthfully, I don't feel like I've had a choice. I don't care who's watching this video. Well, I just care that people are watching it. I don't care whether you're from the United Kingdom, whether you're from anywhere else in the world. I don't care if you're in the United Kingdom and you're from somewhere else in the world. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what colour you are. I really do not. It doesn't matter to me. It's not that I don't care. I'm quite interested in your cultures. I'm quite. It's so when we say we don't care, it means like we don't care who you are. We do. Well, I do. I certainly have interest in other people's cultures, and you've got to remember This is the United Kingdom. It's not, I mean, if you want to go, if I wanted to live amongst one particular group of people, then I'd choose which group of people I wanted to live amongst. I wouldn't, I'd much prefer the society that I grew up in. The country I grew up in was a country that was gelling. It was gelling, and we were coming together. And at some point, and I'm not going to pick out and blame anybody. I mean, there's plenty of people who can cast blame and start throwing, shit at everybody. And, that's not what I'm about. I'm not here to sit here and throw shit at people. There's other people who can do that. If you want to hear people throw shit at other people, then go somewhere else. Because you won't, well, you might hear me throw shit at people sometimes, but it's not something I'm going to sit here and do. We really need to root out the division that's being spread. The division is coming directly from the top down. We're being pumped the division. We're well, not me personally, but ultimately, if you've got the people in power constantly telling us or telling you that the white British people or the far right, or they're racist, you've constantly been told now for many, many years that we're racist, basically. How long is it before that becomes sort of intrinsically ingrained in you that, well, they're racist? Yeah, there was a time in this country when people were racist, and I will never dress that up. I'll always tell the truth. Tell it as it was. Not as it is, because it's not as it is now. It's not meant to be. Well, where we're at now has been pumped to us. Division. Much like the miners. Divide and conquer. That's their plan. And they don't care who falls in their path. So, what we need to do, and the reason why I am here to bring people together. I'm here to tell you that, if I see a racist, then I'll call him out. If I see someone who's really misbehaving themselves and not towing the line, I'll call them out. We're not. What we want is we just want our country to be respected. That's all. We just want the country to be respected. Everyone's welcome. Always has been. There's never been a case where people aren't welcome here. But for the most part, the people who've come here in the past have got along and sort of, become friends of, I mean, I've got people I know who I've known 40 years. Hindu families and Jamaican families. And you just think, like, now we've got this issue and it's being pumped by the top down, mainstream media, government. They're all telling you that we're racist. They're all telling us that we're racist as well. They're telling us they're name calling and the far right business, and I mean, we've got to see through this. We have got to see through this and come together. I don't care where you're from, and I know that most other people don't care where you're from. If you are sick and tired of division, like I am, then let's come together. Let's talk. Let's unite. Let's show up at the rallies. Let's let's do whatever we have to do within reason and the law, of course, to show the unity that we need to show to get the outcome that this country needs. So yeah, coming back to earlier, over the last 3 months, it's just been a continuous daily pull towards standing up and saying what I've got to say. I know that there'll be people out there listening to this and they'll be thinking, maybe I should stand up and say what I've got to say. Listen, I'm not a religious person. I do believe in God, but I am not religious. And I don't think that, to be completely frank, that religion is helping anything at the moment. I don't think it ever has done. But religion's another hot topic, and I'm not about attacking anybody's religion. I just of the personal opinion that religion doesn't solve any problems. It doesn't unite people. It continues to separate people, even though the core values of 99% of religions out there are all the same. We're still divided. So maybe there's more to it. But my reason for being here is because I've been called to. I'd say I'd rather be off doing something else. I don't know that I would, actually. I don't know that I would. I think when you know, as I've said in one of the other videos, when you know the path that you're on and you know where you're heading to, and you can kind of see the future laid out in front of you, if you just keep going. So that's where I'm at in my life. And so this is it. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, it's a calling, a call of duty. That's why I'm doing it, and for pretty much no other reason. Thank you for watching. If you've resonated with anything I've said, then please hit the like button down below, because it does help spread the video about on YouTube, and smash the subscribe button and spread the message, because we're gonna stand shoulder to shoulder and fight. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.